I'm sorry about Steely Sunday last week. Will you forgive me? Those damn block fairies didn't like that. Donald Fagen. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with Steely Sunday. So I know Steely Dan won't get blocked at least. I hope. We're going back to Gaucho, and we're going to be listening to Hey 19 or is it Hey 18? I can't remember. That's terrible. Hey 19, yeah. We did, I think, we've done Glamour Profession, and we've done Babylon Sisters off this album. Of course, this is their only album from from the 80s. And I think it was at least a decade or two before they came out with anything after this, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to stick with this. I found it because I was just looking stuff up for Dan, because that's the thing with them. I just kind of throw a dart, and whatever I land on, I play, because I don't really get requests for them, except for last week, and of course that got blocked. You know what I mean? It's just my luck. And now I have to get back up because my damn headphones are over here. If y'all aren't subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right below my face. I'd really appreciate it. I usually am more prepared than this, but I'm just in a hurry tonight. I took the girls to the mall so they could run around. And then, of course, that means Dad runs around, too. Woo! All right. Here we go. Hey 19 by Steely Dan. 3, 2, 1, go. Wonder who's drumming on this one. Is that Rick? Oh yeah, it was. No shit. This actually reminds me of the nightfly too. That's funny. God, the beat is so steady. Oh, that's Walter on bass. And Steve Gadd, Victor Feldman on percussion. Okay. That's tight. Some lounge music, just relaxing, you know? Good times. What a feel-good song. Let's play guitar. Hugh McCracken. We just listened to Hugh a couple days ago. Mr. McCartney. Oh, that little extra percussion is great. This definitely has an early 80s feel. That was a mellow Dan song. Didn't feel like it was talking about the seedy underbelly of Los Angeles or New York City right there. I don't know what he was singing about, but it was happy feeling at least. Huh. That's like music you... Damn, what a long fade out too. That's like music you put on with your... if you have company over or something and you're all just relaxing and having a good time, you know? And it really did in the beginning, at least. The first half, it reminded me of what we did last, I guess, Tuesday, technically. It reminded me of the Nightfly, Donald solo stuff. I really enjoyed that. It was like Steely Dan, but there was something else added on top of it. It's the only song I've heard by him, like, solo-wise, so I can't really put my finger on it just yet, but there was something, like, a little different. So I think someone left a comment on the video saying that Donald basically would write the songs, bring them to Walter and be like, you like this or nah, basically. And then Walter would say, I like this, don't like this, you know, and then they would go from there, basically. And that's the writing process, and that means that most of Steely Dan is, you know, Donald, you know. So that's why his solo stuff sounds like Steely Dan. But also I've only heard one song, so the fuck do I know? Yeah, that was great. Definitely, I would say the highlight was Rick on the drums, man. Definitely Rick. And so, all right, Donald did lead vocals, electric piano, synthesizer. Rick Marotta on drums, Walter Becker on bass and guitar, Hugh McCracken on guitar, Victor Feldman and Steve Gadd on percussion, and then Frank Floyd and Zach Sanders on backing vocals. So yeah, that little extra percussion from Gadd and Feldman definitely filled the space out well there in like the second half. And I like the guitar at the end there and the kind of extended outro that was pretty quiet. It was just this really slight guitar just picking almost. And that was definitely, it sounded like McCracken because for some reason it did remind me of something I heard, I think, just the McCartney track just a little bit. So maybe that was him. Or it could have been Walter for all I know because it said he did both here. But yeah, that was very chill, relaxed, just, I don't know. It was kind of a longer track of theirs, but I felt like they were just letting it simmer, you know, it was very mellow. His vocals are just, I don't know, they could literally just be on top of anything and I would enjoy it probably. He's got such an interesting voice. It's just, you know, it's very unique and stylized sounding. Like it just makes you think of like the big city for some reason. Every time I listen to it, it just makes me think of the city for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but it does. But they're just such a good band, dude. Like, surround yourself with the best and you're going to get the best. And I know that this isn't their most widely acclaimed album, but the 3 songs I've heard from it, I've really enjoyed. Obviously, Babylon Sisters was great. After putting that off for like 4 months, I finally did it. Glamour Profession was good. There's still Gaucho, Time Out of Mind, My Rival, Third World Man. And then, like, I know that I just found out recently that they've got, I think, an album that came out in the 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, it'll tell me. All right, so there's Alive in America. That was a live album. Two Against Nature, that's what it was. Yeah, in 2000. The first studio album in 20 years. It was recorded from 97 to 1999. So that's a whole ass album. All right, that's everything. So there's another one. Everything Must Go. That's the last one. Wow. Huh. See, so there is still some albums we haven't touched yet. So crazy, man. It's just, I listened to Asia once and I've been hooked ever since. It's been almost a year now, I feel like. Well, maybe not a year. It's probably been like 8 months. But once it hits the end of the summer, it'll definitely have been a year. since the first time I heard Steely Dan. That's kind of crazy to me that just how time works and that I've been doing this like YouTube shit for over 2 years now. You know, we just had our 2-year anniversary a couple weeks ago, and it's crazy how much it's grown because I kind of didn't try for like 6 months, I guess you could say. And then I actually started trying, and then obviously my life, you guys know, is a fucking train wreck sometimes. So it's just up and down, up and down. Like, I'm embarrassed by like the fucking videos I had. Like, I was recording in a McDonald's at one point. Like, it was just, but I kept pushing, you know. I kept going. I still kept trying, and hey, look at me now, doing all right. I'm not dead. I'm here. Yeah, man. I'm very grateful for this band. I'm grateful for all of you guys. Just, I don't know, man. Like, they've been an anchor for me because we listen to a lot of crazy shit on the channel, but Steely Dan always is Steely Dan, and they always bring me back down to earth in the best way possible because it's very easy for me to get lost in my head, so to speak, and all kinds of stuff like that. Not like pride or ego kind of thing, but I just kind of will get lost, I feel like, in stuff. I get lost easy. There you go. That's a good way to put it. And they just bring me back to earth, and they find me, you know. And it's kind of weird to say that, but it's true. As out of all the bands on this channel, they're the most consistent and like down to earth, because it's always like a human story that Donald's telling, you know. And it's always felt that way. I always connect to something, you know. And this one was a little different just because it was so kind of mellow. I really like the first half, I think, more than the second half, but it was still a great song, you know. And I'm down to listen to whatever by these guys, you know. So if you have a random request by them, you might as well put it in the comments, because I might fucking do it next week. You never know, because nobody requests them except for, of course, like I said, last week got blocked, blah, blah. But yeah, I just pick them. So give me some ideas. I'll definitely do them. I'm kind of, with the bands I've been doing for a while now, I'm kind of like at a crossroads of like, what the fuck do I do now, you know? Because I know there's plenty more material to do, but I wasn't, you know, I don't know what the best things to do would be, but that's why I try to listen to you guys the most, because you guys know what you're talking about. You lived it. You were there. I wasn't. So I just take your advice. And I haven't been steered wrong yet. So thank you for attending another Steely Sunday. If I had to say anything about this, definitely Rick on the drums, Donald's piano and his voice, and I guess Walter on the bass. It was great. Good song. It was kind of like I wouldn't say mid-tier, but a little bit higher than mid-tier Dan song. It's just really relaxing. It just made me feel happy, you know, like I was having a good time. And that's usually what it is with Dan. Sometimes you feel a little sad, but for the most part, you always leave feeling refreshed. And I feel good now. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for attending another Steely Sunday, and I guess I'll see you next week. Y'all know the Patreon right here. That is a picture of it. There is a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get 1 free request a month. If you want to pick the next Steely Sunday, you can join that tier and pick the song. You can send a request via PayPal. There's a link for that in the description as well. If you want to send that in for anything, doesn't have to be Steely Dan, it could be anything. I'll put you on the list. And if you want to come join our Discord server, get all of the exclusive videos and full album reactions, there's a shit ton of stuff on Patreon. I promise you it's worth it. At any tier, it's worth it. So, yeah, there's links for all that in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good week, I guess. Bye.